Peace. What's going on Instagram? What's going on YouTube? The other one got you video a day, every single day. What was on my mind today was something very particular that I've been talking about for months, and I know I've been talking about this for months because it's the hot topic, And I ain't gonna say I predicted it. I just saw the signs. Inflation, crazy. I know it's like, oh, duh, inflation is here. But I was saying this like 5-6 months ago that like we're going to go into a crazy period of like, the price of everything is just going to jack up, I went to the store, the other day, and long story short, the long thing of what do you call it? It's like a long piece of salmon, like a long piece of salmon. It's usually like, I don't know, it's under $20 for the pound it is. I usually get it all the time. $35. And then somebody came up next to me and said, "Oh my God." Like she was just in a maze, like that the price of the same salmon jumped up that much, and it's wild. But this is the type of things that I kind of saw coming. So that's why back then I was like, okay, I was getting certain things. And I was like, let me get a little bit of extra of this, extra of that, because we just went through something like this last year. It wasn't necessarily inflation, but it was to a point where, you wanted to get a couple extra things because you didn't know if it was going to be at the store or not. Now the things that are in the store, you got to think twice, right? You walking past those things, it's like the things you get 2 or 3 of, now you're like, oh man, maybe I'll just get one. And these are conversations that I'm having with people, all the way around, because this is just what it is, right? So, but if you was doing your due diligence and you was getting certain things when the price was lower, then you hedged against the inflation. It's only so much you could do, of course, depending on what type of bracket you in. But, I mean, if you just get a little bit of extra each time you went out shopping 3-4 months ago, hey, it may not hurt you as much. You may just be walking past things because the price of meat has doubled. Like, I don't eat meat, but, the price of meat has doubled like crazy. And like, even chicken. Like, when I looked at the beef and I looked at the chicken and looked at the pork, I'm like, dang, man, that's crazy, But this is where we at. So now what are you going to do? Because it's not going to come down. Don't expect the prices to come down. We may go through a deflationary period where the prices of things do come down, but don't expect it to be like, oh man, we're going back to, where we used to be. That's not happening no more. That's not happening at all. So, hey, if you got to do what you got to do, everybody has to do what they have to do, but just look for the signs. They're everywhere. They're everywhere now. So, also seeing a lot of, just maneuvering in the stores and stuff like that. Like, they're maneuvering the stores in a way where it's just like if your eye isn't trained, you're looking at stuff and you're like, oh, okay, it's pretty packed. But no, they shifting things, and there's people that get paid good money for, logistical things like that, where it's just like, no, you shifting things to make it look more full, and it's not really as full as it seems, And don't get me wrong, there's places that, it may be good. It depends what region you're in the country. But, these supply chain bottleneck issues are real, because I be talking to people online, talking to people on Twitter about it, and they're like, yeah, it's getting serious. It's getting serious, more serious than it was. So, but yeah, this is what it is, and, get used to it. But now is the time to, figure out what you're going to do. Really like the time to figure out what you're going to do, because you don't know how far they're going to take it with everything, Get some seeds, start growing your own food, that's a start. But yeah, and also, what did I say? Real estate. Real estate has topped out. I think it's topped out. I was looking at an article the other day with a mall that got sold, I forgot where, for like $55 million. But it got appraised maybe some weeks prior for like $57 million. And it's like, oh, you think it's not that bad? It's like, no, this same mall got appraised back in like 2014 for $195 million. So it went from $195 million to $57 million 8 weeks ago to like $55 million to being sold. So yeah, real estate has topped because, you know, a lot of properties and stuff have gone over for like 30-40% over asking price. And, you know, if you was able to sell, if you was able to, you know, good for you, you know, great, you killed it. But I think those prices are going to come back down in the imminent, very, very soon future. So, but I'm looking. I'm just doing my research and I'm looking. So if anybody has anything more to say, hit me up. The other one, Instagram. I'm on YouTube. And LockTheGreatness.com. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.